Okay, let's walk together. This is the entrance of the Chateau de Annecy. Annecy or Annecy. It's N-N-E-C-Y, I believe is the spelling. Damn, I'll double check. And I've been very interested in coming here for a while. It has been called the Venice of France or maybe the Alps, because there are a few canals down in town. So it will take me a bit more time to walk down there than time for. So just outside the walls of the chateau is the Hotel du Chateau, and this is the hotel we are staying at. It's a boutique hotel. It's not luxurious. The price is great. The rooms are tiny, but an Alpine area where cheese is the main ingredient in everything. It's very authentic. Hotel du Chateau. And then we head into the center of the historic village down this way. And it's a lot of walking. There's some cars, but not many. The streets are kind of narrow and quite cobbled. That's not my walking, that's someone behind me. So I'll catch back up in a bit. Guess it doesn't matter. Traditional Savoyed. We saw the ice cream place earlier today. So another hotel is Du Palais, the island de l'Île. And tomorrow the town will be filled with cows. So they come in for the winter from the mountainside. So, in fact, we did a cheese tasting today and learned about how it makes a difference whether you're doing cheese from summer milk or winter milk. Because in the summer, the cows are eating flowers and grass outside, and in the winter, they're eating hay in the barns. And so they say in the summer the cows are happy and you get a finer cheese. And I'm sure there's something to it. I did my first cheese tasting today, ever. It's a little embarrassing to suggest it. Maybe I haven't done that. This one used to be a prison. There's a little island in the middle of the river that leads out to the lake. The lake is quite large, very clear, pretty clean, fairly deep. There's a couple pretty iconic views. One is of the prison on the Isle. And the flowers are somewhat done because it's fall. It's still a very pretty little town. I think of it as a little town. I suppose it's. This is a all along stopping so that the water doesn't get out of control. We'll keep walking. A lot of little tiny bugs here just now. I don't want to go out to the lake just yet. I'm going to walk in this way. So they're doing some work on some of the buildings. I know, for instance, at the Hotel de Ville, they had a fire that I was told by our guide today that it was started by a microwave oven. So they're redoing the entire Hotel de Ville. There's several churches in town. Restaurant, Atlas. And then I'll take us back over into the old part. Let's go through. Here's the other bridge, and I'll show you where we just were. So we're under some of the other buildings. Several of the riverside shops and restaurants are busy. Pretty little view. So you can see here, for instance, there are steps up. There's a door over there. Some other steps. Some other steps over there. A door on the left. Steps on the right. Door on the left. And further door and steps. Ways for the boats to come in to the canals and access the buildings from the water. Clock Tower, Cafe des Arts. This one's been busy every time we've walked by. Every single time. Passage of the island. So this little thing is the island in the middle of the canal. Go back through. So if it were raining all day, you'd be protected. The Alps. Alpine. The Alpine life is a very important part of Annecy. And the cheese is direct from the Alps. Meanwhile, the whole street's not covered. There is just as much that's uncovered. So I want you to see both. The Four Seasons produce. Good. Rare wines. Named for Madame du Barry. Since 1908, this shop. Épicerie, cadeaux, apéritifs. Nice shop. All kinds of things to cook with. Our tour today that had a lot of food stops came by the Signori Tartufi truffle shop. You can see it's truffles, and the bottom one has some white truffles, which are a little more rare. And they put truffles into flavors including honey, mustard, um, limoncello with tartuffe with truffles, which surprised me. A hat shop with some locals. So this is I think that's churches in Notre Dame. And the stage that's here set up is temporary also for this festival of the cows that's coming up. It's a big plaza. And once upon a time, this would have been the center of town. This obelisk had been a well, so everyone in town would have to come to the well, and that's how you got your information, because all your friends had to come to the well too. I will show you a second here. Yeah, Place Notre Dame. So this church is also Notre Dame, and it's an honor to Mother Mary, Jesus' mother. It's got some contemporary windows in there, actually. So this little guy here is a fish. He's the symbol of Annecy. We will take cute Rue de Lac and walk to the lake. There's more ahead, but one of the things that separates Annecy is the fact that it does have a big lake. We came here too. This is a place for a specialty of the lake as far as a chocolate. And we had a little, it looked like a crispy chocolate bar, but inside the bar was coffee. It was interesting. And it was sort of liquid. So it was unexpected. I've never had anything like it. It tasted good. And so Megan and I decided it's kind of an espresso chocolate, which is a nice thing to have. There's a um, park that, when it was established, given to the town to have as an open area for children, it was said it must remain open for children. So it still is, and they have lots of events at that park in town. And here with the crane is the Hotel de Ville, which means City Hall. So this is the City Hall that had the fire. So it's really getting reconstructed. So we'll still walk here along the canal. You actually see quite a few boats, small ones. And apparently there can be a long wait to get a spot for your boat to park. I love the plane trees. They're such interesting bark. Anyway, a long wait and an expensive opportunity. So locals would have a boat, but these are not to take tourists around. The leaves look so pretty here. And we're walking to a Point des Amours, a bridge of love, up ahead. And from it, you can get a good look at the lake. And then you can walk along the lake. So, again, that park is open for children to play. Mm, gotta get the water out. We did see one of these boats earlier today head out with a guy driving it. So the lake is used for skiffs, sails, engines, fishing. I didn't see any water skiing, but I wouldn't think it was impossible. Can hear the kids at the playground. Almost seems like he could be doing it for exercise. Almost to the bridge where you can see the lake. And then we'll walk along the lake a little bit. The park here on this side is filled with trees from around the world. Seeds were collected in the 1800s. Even from the Americas, they've got some huge sequoia trees, I was told. And here's the lake. And the town. It's pretty, isn't it? Pont des Amours. More view of the lake. And we'll walk just there. Little ways. I only have a couple minutes left for this walk of Annecy. We've seen lots of young families, people with dogs. Dogs are welcome everywhere. There's a cute one. But dogs have been in the shops. Dogs have been in the restaurants. They're very much at home. This park had several this morning. And the spot with the trees that are very colorful is a little island that was built by bringing out stones from the town to when they were making locks on the canal so that the water could be controlled. Rocks were brought out to create a little island, so it's man-made. And it's now kind of a bird sanctuary. And coming from a town that has a bird sanctuary that I wish looked more like this, it's great to see. It looks beautiful. Reflects beautiful too, doesn't it? I'll stop and you can see the couple of boats. The mountaintop. It's a little bit of a valley in between mountains. There's the one with the plant on it. Okay, I'm already at 20 minutes. So I'll have to wrap up as soon as I get to this marker at the middle of the island. It's a sundial. Among other things. Annecy is at 448. Depends on see these guys hoping for food. Is one of them the leader? The sun is nice on this chateau. Red. Several sailboats out this way of all different colors. Still a bit cloudy. You having a chat? What are you all discussing? Shall I attract the ducks? I think I have done so. They assume I've got something. I have not. No, I don't have anything. Sorry, guys. Nope. They're having a talk with everybody. There's kids. They probably have something. Excuse-moi. Sorry. And the sailboats. Oh, hello, seagull. You can also do a dinner cruise or other sort of lake cruise. There in the distance is the chateau that we started in. And the view of Annecy. Well, we did see a dog come along here and take a drink right down these steps earlier today. So you can, at least if you're a dog, you can drink the lake water. And the chateau and the park with the trees. They've done some interesting sculpture with the trees that have died as well. So come to Annecy sometime and enjoy a beautiful Alpine French town. I'll see if I have a chance to do some more video in the town center. So some of what's happening tomorrow is a news station coming to town, probably because of the Cow Festival. And so the street's all blocked off. But I wanted to come here and show you these tight quarters. The homes were taxed on what was sitting on the ground, so they would build up from that. We've seen it in other towns. Many of the medieval towns that still have some remaining buildings will have this. They sit up on stilts. You don't have to pay taxes on that property. And to get around this, looks like it's going to be a big event. It's a pretty church. Pretty church steeple, too. Lots happening with here. Lots of people on this project. One of the guys that we happen to have on our tour today has a TV show about eating outside while you're doing kayaking or hiking. So he travels around and created a show. Sounds like something great, doesn't it? I'll give you the information for that because I know I'll be checking it out. It's a pretty town. They call it the Venice of France or the Venice of the Alps. And we came into this patisserie too. Had some tarts, blueberry tart. And some of the blueberry cream cheese. It was a pretty place. And tasty, very delicious. Go through this way. Over back to the canal side so that we can walk along there. Still medieval buildings. That is the other end of the little island. And at the other end of this was a market earlier today, but it's closed up. Flowers are still left. There's quite a few more in the spring and summer. And maybe you could see that it was quite pedestrian and several bikes as the other option. That's pretty too. Let's move back a little bit. Just walk down here and be finished. Dining is a bit later here than at home in Chicago. Coming up is one of the locks to help control the water behind the screen. Origine de Lyonnaise. We're going to Lyon too. There's a lock. Too many bugs. I don't know how they sit here through it, frankly. If you can see them. Maybe you can see them through my screen. Another shopping street. There are a few streets that have chain stores. Paul is a nice chain for food. They've put up another stage for something for the cows. We'll take a quick walk through this lovely garden. No sharks. So one other walk on the canal because the trees are so pretty. There are lots of people here. This was completely quiet earlier today when we came by. And it is completely full. Huh. And they tend to look kind of young. It is the end of the week. No school tomorrow. So you might recognize this with the garden. If Megan happens to take a look at this video, this was completely empty when we came by. And this is where our guide named, oh shoot, my mind is blank all of a sudden, said that they have a garden certification for having well done gardens in the town. And another nice view on one of the back streets of the canal on a bridge. Time to head back. That square in front of this, that's the steeple of the Notre Dame church. He just landed. A little walkway bridge. See where we were and where we're going. A favorite of all of ours in town. Just a little hangover in the wooden. So back here. Back to is the little chapeau shop, also where the truffle store was, right there, and this main street. I'll walk a little bit, because why not, right? Coming up to the Passage de l'Île, Passage of the Island. Last view. Nice lighting. And again, that's the other view that we took. The beautiful colorations of the buildings. Somebody upset. I think it was late last night that this was all very busy. Not so much right now. It says 6 o'clock.